Great minds have purposes, others have wishes. The less you talk, the more you're listened to. Faith makes all things possible. Love makes all things easy. Art is much less important than life, but what a poor life without it. We do not see nature with our eyes, but with our understandings and our hearts. The great thing about getting older is that you don't lose all the other ages you've been. Accept what people offer. Drink their milkshakes. Take their love. Nature was here a series of wonders, and a fund of delight. I come from a family where gravy is considered a beverage. 'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after. Cherish your human connections, your relationships with friends and family. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. True art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. Please to put a nickel, please to put a dime. How petitions trickle in at Christmas time. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. If you have men who will exclude any of God's creatures from the shelter of compassion and pity, you will have men who will deal likewise with their fellow men. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. Do not put such unlimited power into the hands of husbands. Remember, all men would be tyrants if they could. Men do not quit playing because they grow old because they quit playing. Do not trust all men, but trust men of worth. The former course is silly, the latter a mark of prudence. Men are freest when they are most unconscious of freedom. The shout is a rattling of chains, always was. Commitment means that it is possible for a man to yield the nerve center of his consent to a purpose or cause, a movement or an ideal, which may be more important to him than whether he lives or dies. Men become much more attractive when they start looking older. But it doesn't do much for women, though we do have an advantage: makeup. Every time a man expects, as he says, his money to work for him, he is expecting other people to work for him. Men always want to be a woman's first love, women like to be a man's last romance. The mass of men led lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is confirmed desperation. He was one of those men who possess almost every gift, except the gift of the power to use them. When women love us, they forgive us everything, even our crimes. When they do not love us, they give us credit for nothing, not even our virtues. A lot of times, women don't get the male perspective in regards to a relationship, what men go through when they're not really dealing well. Treat all men alike. Give them the same law. Give them an even chance to live and grow. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. I look only to the good qualities of men. Not being faultless myself, I won't presume to probe into the faults of others. Men are often biased in their judgment on account of their sympathy and their interests. 'Tis easy enough to be pleasant, when life flows along like a song, but the man worthwhile is the one who will smile when everything goes dead wrong. Man as an individual is a genius. But men in the mass form the headless monster, a great, brutish idiot that goes where prodded. When men and women agree, it is only in their conclusions, their reasons are always different. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. The beauty of a strong, lasting commitment is often best understood by men incapable of it. Certainly the best works, and of greatest merit for the public, have proceeded from the unmarried, or childless men.